Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's been like quite a while, I'd say like about a year since my last video. So I guess I should finally post an update to my transition because people always wonder what I'm going through, which is nice. So like, thank you for caring. So in the last 12 months since my last video, what has happened to my transition? I got some surgery, so I got a breast augmentation, and that was, pretty good experience. It was pretty chill. I like literally booked it all in, paid for it, and then had it happen in like 2 months. So I literally went in like July and like called someone. I'm like, hey, I was booking for a breast augmentation. And they're like, oh, let's go link with the surgeon and stuff. And it was really chill, really good experience. I was kind of nervous, and it was kind of weird, like going to bed, like it was like an A cup and waking up with some D's, like, you know what I mean? Like in the surgeon, I was like, damn, woke up. But fuck me, recovery for those first 3 days, so fucking painful. Like, bruh, you literally can't do shit. I remember like fucking just being like bedridden. I literally had my friend look after me, and she had to like bathe me and shit. And it was just like, I was like, couldn't like lift my arms. I was like fucking, I was like, it was wild. It was so much pain. Like just without being to move, I was on like so much endone and shit. It was like, I was cooked. I was like sleeping so much. So yeah, it was like kind of like a week of just extreme discomfort. But then after like 2-3 weeks, it was like back to normal, and like everything was like good to go again. And they turned out really nice. Like I literally love them, and they've given me so much like less dysphoria about when I wear clothes, or like when I wear a tank top, or etc. Because like I've got something there now. Before it was like I got to use like socks and all this shit, like push stuff together, and it was like a lot of effort. But now it's just like they're there, we're good to go. And it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Next I got FFS, and this thing literally took me such a long time to get because of COVID. Like I'd booked when I first started the transition, and then COVID happened and it got delayed, and it just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. And it was literally so fucked because I like, people are always like, oh my God, you look femme. I did, but I didn't. Like my side profile was not a vibe in the slightest. I literally had the most disgusting brow bone. I had the biggest Adam's apple. I had like a gross nose. Like I literally strongly disliked my face. Even like 2 years in, I was not vibing with it. And then I literally like was so happy to go for this. Even like getting there was just a struggle. Like I literally like booked tickets from Australia, and then I'm just like a complete idiot because I've been overseas and I fucked up a visa, so I couldn't even go on my first flight to get there. So I was like a day late and like 2.5K out of pocket with the new flights because the people I booked with wouldn't refund on a Saturday, and I was like, bruh, KMS. So yeah, so that was not a vibe. And then I pretty much like got there finally, like a year and a half later. Like I was talking to my patient coordinator for so long, and then finally had like got there, and then I had a day before I went and had surgery. And so like literally got there, unpacked, went to bed pretty much, and the next day I had like all the pre-consultations, and then like met some of the trans girls who were there, and then I woke up the next day and had surgery. And that was just crazy. Like waking up after surgery was just like next level, and like how swollen my face was and how like weird I looked. It was kind of crazy. Like the surgeons did the damn thing. But I also found out beforehand, they're like, so what do you want to fix about your face? And I'm like, oh, just make it like kind of prettier, like really get rid of this fucking brow bone, like grind that motherfucker down, fix my chin up. And they're like, what about the unsymmetry? And I'm like, what? They're like, your face is very unsymmetrical. And I'm like, what? My face is unsymmetrical? How bad is that? And they're like, it's very unsymmetrical. And I'm like, oh fuck, I've never known. So yeah, it was kind of reassuring to find out and then get it fixed straight away, because bro, I had no idea my face was like kind of crooked. But we gravy now. But yeah, So like the surgery went well, and then my face was like extra swollen for like weeks, and it was like cooked as. And then yeah, it was kind of like chill, just like vibing for like 2 weeks there. Eating was fucked, like 10 out of 10 fucked. Like it was just not a vibe. Not a vibe. The surgeries I got though was I got my brow reduced, I got a nose job, I got my chin done, and I got my Adam's apple shaven down. So like my side profile is like way more like snatched, and it's just like way nicer than what it was. But yes, and I was really happy. First 3 months I was kind of like not vibing with it because my face was still swollen, and then after that it's been good, and that's why I've been like kind of hiding on socials, just like waiting for my swelling to go down and like, you know, look like the best it can. And it has been about 7 months now, so like a lot of my swelling it's basically gone, and I'm like pretty happy with my face. Other than those two major events, there wasn't really too many changes. Like it was just the same shit I've experienced for the last 3 years, just going along, waiting patiently for changes. But yeah, so I think I'll probably get another surgery or two in my future. But I don't know when, because they're like super expensive. And yeah, but as far as like HRT has been, pretty much after 2 years, you don't really get too many changes. You just kind of like, it's hard to tell now because I've had surgery. So I don't know if my breasts have gotten bigger. I don't know if my face has changed, because it changed a lot from being under the knife. And yeah, I definitely do feel like sadly I had to take the surgical route to be more comfortable with myself. But I always planned to, from the first 3 months of my transition, that I wanted FFS and that I'd get breast augmentation and that I want a BBL one day. Like I wanted all that from the start. And then so I was like pretty content with that. But yeah, so I guess I don't even know if this is a HRT update because nothing's really changed in that system other than just doing the same thing. So hopefully this 3-year update has given you some sort of what's been going on regarding my transition for the last year. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.